Hello again. Hello. So we're back to Grey Fox Dungeon to make some art again. Only one engraving. So, yes, I'm Janek Joosu under Grey Fox journey, making this crazy idea come true to ride on the bicycle with my art from Estonia to Spain, 5,000 kilometers. And for that I have made a mission to make 100 miniature engravings, and I have already started. I hope to finish this mission in 30 days, but I guess it takes a little bit longer, especially for the reasons I have behind the scenes, building it all up. But we have already managed to make 5 out of 6 engravings from Estonia. And today I'll try to complete the 6th one in Estonia, and then it will be it for our country where I start, and we'll head next to Latvia. And when we have done the Latvian part, then we'll head to Lithuania, Poland, Germany, France and Spain. Along the way I plan to ride in the summer, or starting from 1st of May 2026 this year. 112 days. But yeah, so those miniature engravings I engrave with Dremel tool by hand, and each one is connected to 50 kilometers long sections that I divided into this 5,000 kilometer long journey. And yes, Estonian part is 300 kilometers, so it is 6 miniature engravings. And as you can see, here are those are glass bases for miniatures. They will be put like this. And starting from the first one is this one, and it's a symbol of Joosu, where we begin our journey in northern Estonia. There is pine tree that is symbol for the Joosu, and there is a little fox sitting on the roots of this tree and watching a sunset over the sea. And it's called Joosu pine. Number first it was. Okay, I will make it a little bit bigger. So this one is the second one, supporting 50 kilometers to 100 kilometers, and it's a strong man. It's a statue of our national athlete Georg Lurich, that was a very famous man at that time, and we know him even today. Was a gold medalist. And there is our fox flexing his muscles. And yeah, this was the second one. Those first are both available to support. There are only 3 glass engravings for each country. The first 3 that are 80 euros, and those will, if you choose which any you like, whether those which are available, then you can get them with 80 euros. Only 2 people from for Estonia. This one is the third one, and it's Guardian, and it is Kasinurme, a place where the wooden castle or fortress has been made or built, and it is 100 to 150 kilometers. We'll definitely visit those places on the road that I'm engraving. And this one is already sold. So we have a supporter for our 100 to 150 kilometers. Then the fourth one is the navigator. It's the fox holding the globe in front of Tartu observatory, and it is famous UNESCO building that where there was measured or calculated our Earth's curvature, and this is also available, and it is supporting my 150 to 200 kilometers of my ride. Then there is fifth, and it is Legends, and it is based on our national epos, Kalevipoeg, and Kalevipoeg is that big man carrying wooden planks. There is fox sitting on the stone or the rock, and little hedgehog giving advice for the fox, like he gave advice for the Kalevipoeg in the epos. And fox is reading the Kalevipoeg, and it is from famous painting about Kalevipoeg. And it is also available. If you are the first 2, then you might choose this and get it with 80 euros. So, and this is the 6th and the last one. Oh, this was it was 200 to 250 kilometers, and this is 250 to 300 kilometers. And here we will engrave the last one. And the last section is connected to smoke sauna. You know, there is no chimney for this sauna. You heat the stove there, and you let the smoke go out from the windows or doors while you are sitting there and taking sauna. And it is UNESCO heritage. So it is the last part of our Estonian journey. I hope that we will visit or take a sauna there if we can in this part. Most certainly we will try to find one to show you. And this is the last one. Fox going through purification before leaving Estonia. And let's try to engrave this today. I'm doing my glass engravings all by hand with Dremel tool. First, I will use the image behind the glass to engrave the outlines After that, I will take this image away to fill the engraving and polish some parts to make shades. Or to make halftones more visible. And yeah, this is the one we're going to make today. Yesterday we were quite fast with the engraving part. I was afraid that it will go another 5 or 4 hours, but it was only 3 hours if I'm correct. At least what TikTok clock showed me. It's quite a collection already. I need to make 2 new bases. Those bases are all glued with glass glue under UV light. So, are you ready? Let's begin, I guess. Most certainly I am ready. Don't be afraid. Now I will turn on the engraving tool. I'm using Dremel tool. That is a machine like this. And there is a flexible shaft. And on top of the flexible shaft is a tool like this that you can hold like a Sharpie. And in here is metal burr covered with artificial diamonds that will scratch the surface away, and that's how the engraving works. So be ready. I start with the most simple lines, especially those that if something went a little wrong, then it isn't too bad. Just to get a feeling. Before heading to more smaller details. If you have any questions, you can ask them under the comments. As soon as I can see, I will answer them. For the images, I have used or searched in Google original images. For this, there is a real photography of this sauna that I let modern time tool AI turn into anime, and I added our grey fox onto this to represent me, who will go through all those spaces or locations. I could okay, our engraving tool will start to burn out. Before I used also images that I could find on internet, but the problem is that I used other person's images to engrave something, but today with AI I can create images that wouldn't be stealing. Like today I had someone who commented that although my art is beautiful, then could I use less or without AI, because it might frighten away people. You know, for me AI is a tool that makes all things much easier and less time consuming. So I save valuable time and money to make things that I want. I mean, yeah, you can I would need to have advertisements advertise, but when you're not using AI, you need to buy those services who design your images, who will put together the concepts and so on. I'm not that rich to afford that. Maybe in the future. I mean, I'm not against using real people behind all this and real scenes, but I mean, I have been engraving for 16 years, and now that I can finally use the tools to make my life easier. Be more visible. One of the main problems that I used to have before was that oh, thank you for the likes. I saw a few hearts fly away. Was that I have always have knowledge what I can make, but it was everything was on my mind. So yes, there were glass artists who have made similar works that I would want to make one day, like large glass panels for hostels and mansions and yachts. But how will you show them to your customers if you haven't had a chance to make them, but you want to tell them what is possible to make? For that, you had to share other artists' works, but it isn't okay to advertise yourself with someone else's creations. It would be stealing. But now that artificial intelligence came, I can imagine and show you my ideas that I would like to make and what are possible to make. If I wouldn't use AI, then I should have a rich uncle who would give me endless money to make all the artwork to showcase what I can do. And it is not okay, because no one will trust you unless you are behind this. You are trying to make. But yes, for now, if I wanted to make similar image, I could, but I would have to. I mean, I'm talking about this one. I'm engraved right now. To make this, I would have had to find cartoon fox image from the web, so it would have been stealing, using someone else's creation, and I would have to use real photography from the sauna that most of the times are under how do we call this? I mean, someone has the ownership for the photography and you can't use it without asking them. But now in this AI area, I can use whatever AI is generating. Yes, it uses images that are teached or showed to AI, and it can take similar details or some details from each image, but it doesn't take someone's image and put this here. Yes. I mean, if I have done few works that I could almost say that are my own creation, but again I use someone else's photographies, to put together the real engraving from, I don't know, 3 to 5 different images. So again, it is similar to, not similar, because I'm engraving. If I put those images together by myself, then I'm still engraving someone else's works. But I is taking like little parts of everything. I don't know. Overall, I'm not against the AI, and I think people are missing out so much by hating it. And I don't mind if people don't like my works, because I'm using AI. The creativity behind this AI is still original. But somehow people have thought to hate this. I mean, for each generation people hate everything new. Like when first people were using horses for transportation and to work, then the Industrial Revolution came into, and people were mad that others started to use cars or tractors. And for me, those who are against this AI are similar to those who were against machines. Like, you know, when photoshopping became in reality, people stood against photoshopping. Now they stand against AI. At one point there comes another invention that they will all be against, and people usually are against something that they don't understand or don't know how to use. I mean, you can be against the knives also, because with this tableware you can do harm or you can do good. With the AI generation you can do also harm, you can do amazing things. But yeah, this is like it is. For me, I'm not against the AI generation. I would rather hope that people learn how to navigate through this area, not to find ways how to stand against it. Like, yeah, I'm using AI, but I'm not using at least laser engraving machines that are totally working like printers. And I don't see that people are against laser engraving machines as much they are against against this AI. It's even, for me, it's even sad to see that people are calling laser engraved art things as artwork. Yeah, you can make it into art if you're using it in an artistic way, but just printing out something with laser isn't comparable to what I do. But people still compare. Years ago, when I started, people thought that I was making those engravings with machines, those laser engraving machines. They didn't believe I was making them by hand. For me, it was, on one way, it was a compliment, like knowing that I can make such a high detail engravings that people can. How do you call this? I don't find the right word again. They mix with laser engraving. And for a very long time I was asking the same price that laser engraving workers asked for laser engraving. Some years I asked even less than that. Just to survive. And even now, if you don't use AI to improve yourself, I mean, I won't use AI to buy a machine and then print those images on the glass. I use the AI as a supportive tool to save my time and let my creativity fly. Without that, I wouldn't have this 100 engraving ideas. I saw today one artist from France that had a video that she is quitting on YouTube. She had like hundreds of thousands of views, and she's making incredible and beautiful art, also miniature world or on miniature scale. But she said that she can't fight with algorithms and modern times, that it isn't enough just to post or to have a big effort to make those videos. The YouTube algorithms won't share it as much anymore as they used to. And she was also against this AI generation. But again, you can work against this AI and you can fall behind. I hope she won't, because she was really talented, and I'm sure she will manage quite well on the art galleries and teaching others. But in some cases you have to go with the flow. And what people don't understand is that, yeah, when there is this AI generation and it won't go anywhere anymore, then the real work, I mean what they do, paint and make sculptures, those prices will go up. I'm sure. I'm really sure about that. AI makes things easier and more affordable. And to counter that, the real artwork only goes up in value, because, you know, there won't be any more as many talented people. For me, AI is a tool to make things easier, and from this journey I will try to move on to area that I haven't done before, to make to discover my own uniqueness, or that on the road I can't use printers to print out those images behind the glass. So it means I need to be or make engravings by vision, or from my own imagination, or something combined, improvising. So I need to go to the next level. Because I know what art is. Yes, you can make art with this eye too, but then it must have really deep message in this. Like I say, I think that what I'm right now doing, this is not art, and what I have done before the eye, it isn't also art. For me, it's crafts. It doesn't carry on any message, or doesn't bring out any real questions or emotions. So this is just making work. But in the future, I want to add something meaningful into my works. Something that is more valuable for galleries and art collectors. Although, on the other hand, the current engraving won't be artwork, like I'm just engraving something that is on the image already. But the concept itself might be artwork, like 100 miniature engravings, making collections from different countries, for different countries that I'm going through. And in the end, when I get a little more famous, then, and will go through the whole journey, then it might turn into art afterwards. When you come back to, or when I'm coming back home, then I can show you that I have been there and we were there, and there is story behind each 100 miniature engravings that I made. Right now there is a vision, but after my journey there is a story. And good artwork has a story behind it. Oh my. We have a better day than yesterday. We have 4 views already. Thank you for watching. And thank you for every one of you who has subscribed. I used to dream, or I have had many ideas with connected to my glass engraving. At one time, I wanted to move on with my glass engraving yet again to real artwork. Uh, I imagined that my artwork would be something so valuable and meaningful that I would take professional photographies of them underwater or from places that are famous or somehow or otherwise other glass engraving artists wouldn't do. Like, would you imagine that I make the work and after I finish it to present this to the world through photography? I would first send this artwork to in front of the Fuji mountain to take a photo, or in some other famous place or known, so that people could say after that wow, besides that the work is amazing, it has also been there and there. But most interesting was making image photography underwater. That is something that I can do with glass engraving, especially when it is illuminated. And I hope that one day I can do it. Like right now, I might have different ideas what I want to do, but it isn't cheap. You know, you will dedicate time. You won't sell this anytime soon, if at all, and I can't afford it. You know, I need to go to work to pay my bills, and if you are living life like that, then you can't make real artwork you would want to, even if it wouldn't sell, but it would be uh, it would be, I don't know, interesting to make or attractive to represent to others. We have a park in our local town. It is quite dark. Oh my. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? No, we are not back with this camera. Something happened. And it is really dark park next to theater. Oh. And I came to thought that maybe I could make something really amazing if I... Sorry, I will be right there. Why? What happened? The connection is lost. Okay. I was imagining that I would... Now we're back. that I would make an engraving that would be illuminated, something big and beautiful and meaningful, and it would go underwater in this park. And on those dark nights that we have, it would illuminate from under beneath the water surface. But again, I'm not rich, I can't make those. I even barely can pay my bills or save my house. That's why I'm making this journey, is also to get more attention to my work and who I am, and maybe gain some followers, and maybe even local publicity from each place I would go at one point, not on the first countries, maybe not even on the first year. But at one point people start to get interested what I'm doing, and then it also will affect my income. And if I can raise my income to self-sufficient levels, then at one point I can afford to make real artworks. So, currently I'm in the situation where I left my job 3 weeks ago. I made this harsh decision to save my health, and my nerves and my real health, because I was working with toxic paints, and I don't like to use masks. And at one point I even felt that it was starting to get to my lungs. It was some days, in some moments it was painful to breathe, and with each nerve I felt that I don't want to be there. Although I tried to make an agreement that maybe I can be there with half time, like 3 days at work and 2 extra days for me to spend to make art, or at least try to go on this road. But I didn't get the approval for this, so I still felt anxiety and stress that I every day question why I'm working there. I don't want to work there. And yeah, and at one day when I was going home and waiting for the public transport, I used every day to go to work, and it took me 3 hours per day to go to work. Then at one point I made the decision and sent my resignation to my boss. He was confused. Why did I want to leave? I was polite and I told him that this is my last decision, and it is because I want to finally concentrate on my own company and making art. He was worried that do I have enough custom orders to get through. I had to lie that, yeah, I can. And that's how our roads separated. By the way, I got a really nice diploma, maybe I can say that I have worked there for 10 years, and there was a message that they wished me good luck with my own company. And yeah, now I have been 3 weeks without job, only working on to make this journey come true, building up all the things I need for those live streams, still generating ideas, how to start making videos that would be meaningful or fun, or what I could have chance to make. Because right now I'm using YouTube just to make live streams and few shorts, but I need to move on and make something more meaningful with longer videos. At one point, when I reach enough views for my videos, there is a slight possibility I can start to earn with YouTube extra. At least something. And yeah, I'm taking this risk. I have enough to survive at least this one. Next month will be difficult if I won't sell and get enough support with my artwork. I mean, this month I had to leave unpaid my bills for electricity and everything else, just so I could pay off only the most important one, that is debt payments, because if I don't pay them, then there is really fast going that my house will be taken away again, that I already said once, and then I might lose it this time, because now it won't be only 4,000 euros that like it was last time. We managed to pay off with my kind supporters, and with that I went to work again. We managed to save my house from this bailiff, but now if I won't be able to make enough income with my artwork, then we might get into deeper trouble, because then the whole 27,000, yeah, is it? Yeah, 27,000 in debt will be handed over to bailiff, and this won't be any more easy to make schedules to pay off, so it means my house will be sold. It hopefully will cover at least half of the debt, but yeah, I hope to avoid that, and that's why I also created this 100 miniature engraving challenge, to make enough works that I have chance to sell and make the most urgent income. And of course to get used to making art every day, or at least making this craft every day. Something to sell. There is always another option. Like in Estonian TikTok, there people are drinking a lot and they like the drama that drunk people make, and they heavily support this financially. So I could start to drink on live and I would get supported. But right now I won't go on this road. I want to preserve at least some dignity. And other stories that I don't drink. Very, very rare occasions. Like if there is some birthday party or last time I had few sips when I said goodbye to my co-workers. So I don't smoke, I don't drink, at least I don't feel any. I don't miss drinking, like I even despise it, because next day if you heavily drink, then next day will be really tough. And I don't want to overwhelm my health, not wealth. Now I'm checking if every outline is engraved, so we can remove the image behind this glass. But yeah, when I calculate everything, then there is a slight chance that I can survive those first 4 months, and I would get enough subscribers on YouTube that at one point, if I make correct videos, I will start to get some income. Right now my goal is to get to point of 1000, but it must be done in next 30 days at least, or it will be even sooner, because we have 38 was at last when I show. So 1000 will be even sooner, maybe in few days. Then we'll need to get to 5000. Then 5000 means that we'll get at least 2 or 3 engraving or custom orders, or something else we can do to turn it into investment. And I don't know if it is possible, but if I can manage to make a good attractive video, then my goal is to get as close to 20,000 as possible. But it is not so plausible. But at least you need to have goals. So before 1st of May 2026 this year, it would be great to have 20,000 subscribers on YouTube channel. I won't do it organically. I'm sure about that. So I need to buy some advertisement that has turned out quite well. And for advertisement, I need to get some support by selling my art. And it doesn't cost you too much. Like, who has the chance to support, you can always do that by buying my miniature engravings, or you can still order custom made art miniature engravings that cost 130 euros. Right now it will be 200 or 180 quite soon. Yeah. What else? Oh, we have one like for this live stream. Thank you, guys. Oh, we have to, at one point, when we have finished those 100 engravings and a few other engravings, there is a glass vase that is waiting for engraving. Come think about it, I think I might make a day when I engrave this glass vase. My plan was that I complete this 100 miniature engraving challenge in 30 days and then I will engrave the vase, but as we can see, it takes much longer than I anticipated to engrave those miniature engravings. So it won't matter if I will make this glass vase in the middle. It would show you guys what bigger works I can do. So what else? Yeah. Let's continue with this last Estonian miniature engraving. By the way, if you are from Latvia and if you don't mind to check out my map that for this journey, pre-planned road, then you can learn this road and see what else we can find from different locations for different sections to engrave. Each section is 50 kilometers long, and for miniature engravings we should find something from this road or connected to something we can visit on this road. Like yesterday, I engraved our national hero, or the character from Epos, Kalevipoeg. We won't see any Kalevipoeg on this road, maybe, but we will visit the statue of the famous writer who made this Kalevipoeg. So yeah, if we would get to 20,000 subscribers, then we will have enough what do we call it again? Enough Fox Tribe members who can start to support even in financially my journey and turn this all into considerable income when making art and selling But if we don't get those 20,000 in before our journey, then I don't mind if we get even at before the end of this year. It would be still success story. From jobless artist to artist who makes income with his own creativity. And of course, gives you some emotions and feelings and encourage you to take your dreams and start to move towards them. Only one who is holding you back is yourself. To put this into reality, I mean today, just half an hour before I came streaming, I felt headache and I was really tired and I wasn't sure that I will even make the live stream today. So at one point I needed to get up and come in front of this camera and start to set up for everything, and now here we are. I just needed to move a little. Yeah, I have slight headache right now, but nothing that could stop me engraving right now. If we will succeed with this Grey Fox journey story and journey itself, then I'm sure we have something to teach to others or to be examples for them. And of course, from time to time I want to help others also, other artists or any organizations that might need support if we can help. Like where this help comes, the idea to help others is from that I myself has been extremely lucky because other people have helped me out through those times. Like it all started when I was only 3 years old, when I was taken by my aunt from my biological parents to save me, and I got a chance to grow and have a decent childhood. I didn't have to feel hunger. and I had always clothes on. I got education and everything they gave me, so they helped me out. Then, throughout the times, my own cousins have helped me. I had a chance to live with them for a few years when I didn't have my own living space, and when I was also jobless and I was only counting on glass engraving. Then I have a chance to get back to same old job that now again left. It was my third time to be on the same job on the same company, so I need to be thankful for that chance. And I'm really thankful for everyone who have followed me throughout the years and on those difficult times have helped me to survive. And our biggest goal was to save this house, and it was also thanks to my followers. Not only for them, it was yeah major part from them, but also I went back to work, and this decision was also made thanks to my kind friends and followers who suggest me to make this move. And yeah, now that I've been, oh, and there was a situation where people helped me with funds. Those um, those funds are still written down, who support how much, and as I promised back then, I still carry all the promises with me, even though I can't make them all true at right away. Then my promise was that everyone who helped me with funds, that I will use funds from my art sales to give those funds forward. So once we are in the position that I will sell real artworks with a good value, then I can give those funds back to those people who need help. And that's why I'm also time to time talking about that I want to help others. And of course, the feeling you get from the gratefulness from the people who needs help, and you can say help them. This feeling is pure and beautiful. I would say that. Like even today, when I need myself funds to survive, uh, I made a little small donation for someone that is helping others. So I hope that on the road, when we do something good to others, that you can see that it is not forced out of me just to get the attention, but it is to see and appreciate the reactions and feelings that you can bring up for others. If you can change someone else's life and you can afford that. I mean, I have always been in resolute with the idea that I only expect or yes, only expect the support from people who can afford it. That it won't be their last, I don't know, they can't go to theater thanks to that they supported me. Like from people who have achieved everything in their life they already have want and only can support others. Because I don't want to make others miserable for helping me out. Oh, by the way, if you look at the screen, there are 5 dots, 4 yellow dots, and 1 is a diamond. Oh, we already moved on. I looked half a minute behind the reality. But yeah, on the 100 miniature challenge slide, you can see that there are 4 yellow dots. Those mean that we have managed to engrave 4 that have not been sold or sold, and 1 was marked with diamond, and diamond means that it is engraved and it is sold. And at one point I will ship them. So for the image that I'm engraving, the smoke sauna, like we have a really big sauna culture in Estonia. We are even arguing with Finnish people that who started with saunas. Like there is some stories that Estonians were the ones who invented sauna, but I'm not so sure about it. And sauna has been really special place for Estonians. Like people started their own lives living in sauna while building their main house. People were giving birth in saunas. Of course, absolutely, they created the life in sauna. And sauna is purifying your soul and your body. And this is one thing that I miss really much, that I live in old Estonian house that doesn't have sauna. As a matter of fact, I don't have even washing room or bathroom. I have outside toilet, outdoors toilets I mean, and basically I wash myself under the shed. I mean, at least I did that much, that I have water as pipes or water system and machines in my house, but to use them I need to connect my house with electric well that is in the middle of my yard, and I connect this with gardening hose. In the summer it is all simple, the hose is always connected and whenever I want I use the water. But on the winter time I only have few hours to use the hose running over my yard from well to house. And when there are freezing temperatures like right now, then I only have an hour or two to use this before it freezes. So whenever I want to wash my clothes, I have washing machine. I'm even that modern that I have a dishwashing machine. And once in over 2 or 3 days, or sometimes even not so often, maybe once in a week, for the dishes and washing clothes. And I have an electric water heater or boiler. I can heat up the water to use it for washing myself. So basically I live like I call it for myself. I'm living like an homeless guy in my home. At least when I was living in the apartment I had, with 2-room apartment. I bought this while it didn't have anything inside besides concrete floor and concrete outer walls. One window glass was broken, so the wind and cold weather got into the room, and I moved into this apartment and I was sleeping on the floor, on the concrete floor. In the winter I didn't have firewood, so I wasn't able to heat up my room. So there was few weeks when there was only 2 to 4 degrees inside my living room. But over time, I lived like that like 3 years. I have even pictures how the conditions were. At one point, I had the chance to build the floor and insulated floor because I was on the first floor in this apartment building, old apartment building. And then it got a little better. I still didn't have a shower room. I had like I myself built or installed the toilet with water. At first it was also not so modern. But at the end I wasn't able to finish this apartment. I sold this to someone I knew. She finished all the construction works, and now years later she also sold this. But it looked really nice what she did with this. But yeah, basically, while people are wondering that, oh, are you crazy that you are going to journey like this and living under the stars or whatever, then they don't know my real life and where I have come through. I mean, compared to other countries, it is nothing. Like, people really live under the trees and so on. This is sad. For me, I just didn't have money to afford comfortable life, and I still don't have. Like, the saddest part is that you are working hard for someone else, and you're still struggling. Like, you can't build up your life. If you don't have rich parents who will leave, how do you call it? Who will leave you a house and everything else you can keep or sell after they die, then it is really difficult to start from zero. But this is something I have dealt with all those years. And that's why I still have the dream that one day I will make enough with my own creativity that I can finally afford everything that I didn't have the chance to afford earlier in my life. To compensate everything that I missed out, except one part that I think I will never get, because I'm with the attitude that you don't make a family before you can afford it, and because I couldn't afford a good life for myself, then I have never planned to have a family. First, you take care of your own life, and when you are ready with your life in good place, then you can take care and build up your family. Because I'm sure that if ever I have chance whenever I have chance not to make a family, to suffer, I will make everything that it won't happen. Once I'm in good position financially, then I can do it. Yeah, that is the story, the sad story. And why did I make this decision to quit my job? Is that the amount of debt I have is equal to 8 years working for someone else, while I can't make anything to grow my income. You have a certain hourly wage, you can't earn more, not at least considerably more. Like when I told my situation to my boss, when he saw my house here, he told me, well, Janek, maybe you will work few more hours on Sundays and Saturdays and you can afford to build or renovate your house and get your life together. I mean, this is only 10 to 15 euros per weekend. Like, but not 10 to 15. It is, sorry, my mistake. It is 60 to 100, yes, okay. It depends how long days you will have. I wouldn't have any time for myself. Every day only working. I know some people like that or can handle that, but my nerves wouldn't handle that. And for me it was like, dude, like I can earn 20 euros per hour from my artwork or glass engraving, and like you want to offer me over hours with the same salary that you usually pay. It was 8 euros per hour. Dude, that is not enough to sacrifice my life. Even now, yeah, I won't make any income right now, enough to, at least I wasn't able to make enough to pay off all the bills for this month, if I at any all, because I used my own last salary. But over time, when I'm on the market, I will start to earn more and more. something that you can't do when you're working for someone else as on the daily job with hourly wage. I mean, when I'm engraving, first thing is to start getting enough orders, custom orders, or make sales to get through. Then to start make profit. Then at one point you might reach to the point where your audience is that big that you start to make you get start to get the orders so many you can't do them, or it's not reasonable to take those. Then you can in theory, like we say theory, then you can raise your prices, like when you have our job, like I was debating there, when we had more and more job, I could go and ask for more salary, but I wouldn't get. They would still say, "Oh, no, Janek, we don't have that good times right now, and we can't afford to raise salary and da 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 da." I can't accept this. Then I rather control my life on my own, where I can grow my salary or ask more with my artwork if the demand gets higher. But yeah, this is like it is. And let's hope that on 1st of May we can hit the road, no matter will I get enough funds or not. Main goal is to make enough to pay off the debt payments and bills, so it won't get harsh in situation. It means I need to have at least 820 euros for every month. At least this is the minimum. It doesn't include what I need for food or clothing those. It's only what I need to pay. This is the first goal. After that, it is to raise enough that I can survive the first 2 to 3 months, to make art and see how it goes, to start make income with my art on the road. And then we need to move towards financial independence, or more like a constant income. Then the goal is to pay off all the debts over the few years. I would be really happy if I could pay off the debts in 6 years instead of the 8 years I would need if I was working. If we can do it faster, then we are all already doing better than staying on the job for someone else. One of the easiest options would be to sell the house, but I wouldn't want to do that Be- because if I fail on this journey, then at least I have somewhere to come back. So I wouldn't want to do this mistake right now. I would do this only when things get really out of hands. That my house would go again under bailiff, and then I would try to sell it on my own to get a little more than it otherwise I would have. But let's hope I can make enough work and get enough attention that we don't have to get this far. So let's hope this journey will have a happy ending where we all can be proud, where we have reached, or I could be proud of myself, what I have achieved on this road by paying off the debts and saving the house, and maybe even having the possibility to find a place to open second studio in Europe. So who is wondering what I'm doing? I'm engraving the smoke sauna on the glass sculpture. How did I get went off so off from the screen? Oh my. At one point I saw that no one is watching except myself. And now when I turn my head back I see two more people watching with me. It's live stream. Welcome to my live stream. So right now I'm engraving the smoke. I don't know how well we will succeed with this, but let's see. Oh my, oh my. Well. So if anyone has visited or has been in sauna, you can let me know on the comments below. And you can always tell me, did you go to cold water while taking hot sauna? Or have you ever thrown yourself into snow while going to sauna? I haven't done that. I would jump into any lake or river when going to sauna, but I have jumped into the snow and it feels amazing. Oh, one thing that I like is that when there is less than 15 degrees in Celsius, you know, I'm from Europe, then you can take boiling water and throw it into air, and it makes this whizzing sound and instantly freezes. And you throw up the heating water and it snows, turns like into snow and comes back to down. But you need to be careful because not all the water turns into snow. There will be still some really hot water that if you throw it over yourself, then you might get hurt. But from my childhood, we only had sauna where we could wash ourselves. So once in a week we had sauna. We didn't have bathroom in the house. We had sauna house, and there were times when pipes were freezing and you didn't get water into sauna through the pipes, and you had to carry. Yeah, I'm grateful that I had the childhood like I had. I'm feeling some adage again, and I know it's mostly because I don't drink enough water. What I like about those old farmhouses and everything old is that on those times people uh, didn't throw things away. They fixed things and they kept like those houses through generations. Like now there are too many people who change their furniture over 5 years. Sometimes they move to another place and throw away the old furniture because they don't like the color and so on. Like in the old times, they kept this house for hundreds of years. Yes, there are some places where stone houses are still kept, but I don't know. If I look, there are too many new buildings, and some people make those buildings saying that, oh, it is environmental and less energy consumption. Alright, okay, less energy consumption. It is said every 10 to 20 years, and then you have to build a new house because the new house will be even more energy sufficient. But if you have to build a new house every 20 to 30 years, then where is the efficiency? Where is it? All the materials you use to build a new house takes energy and creates trash and byproducts and so on and on. Where is the environmentalism in this? Like, build an house and keep it for 200 years. Your children will live in this, your grandchildren, and so on. This is what is energy sufficient and ecological. Oh, thank you for the likes. So we are living in the world, we only consume. There is nothing that is energy saving. Only the illusion. Oh my, and I'm building my house here on this glass. My sauna house. By the way, because I don't have this sauna, I have had few thoughts that maybe I should make a plastic sauna. Like I would buy some plastic and make a frame out of something. I don't know how yet. Maybe there are few things I can use. But the biggest problem is that I don't have I don't know the name of this heating stove or you use on the sauna in English. I don't know. I don't have this either. One option is that you make a fireplace or like camping fire. You throw in the stones. I have plenty of stones. You heat them up on this campfire and then you push them into the plastic sauna. And for some time you will have enough heat to enjoy the sauna feeling. If I succeed with my journey and art, and I will make enough income, I mean, for succeeding, I need to get to Spain before the Christmas, then have enough to stay over in Tenerife, the coldest months, few months creating art there somewhere, and then next year, 2027, come back through Italy. I want to visit Italy, absolutely. There is a glass studio in Venice that one time we contacted, and they said I am always welcome there and they will show me around. I would like to visit that place and then return back to Estonia, and third year would be staying here in Estonia, and I say more like conservate this farmhouse. I hope I will still have this farmhouse. We need a new roof and new facade would be great with windows and doors, so that it would be preserved. No raining in, no other problems. It was our third year. Yes, on our fourth year, I would like to do something crazy, go on the journey again, but this time in a way that it would be noticeable and people start to talk about, or at least something no one will do that easily. And if we manage this, then we'll come back and make an art studio here, build up our house or renovate our house if we can. And yeah, then this is my 5-year plan to get going with my art and journey, to get my teeth fixed, to preserve our house, and do crazy stuff and come back and build up this house and studio. Oh, one more thing. Whenever there is a chance to open another studio somewhere in Europe, I will definitely do that. Like, Estonia is great. I wouldn't want to lose this opportunity to live in Estonia also. But I have always imagined or dreamed about life where on winter time I would live somewhere in warmer climate to have more energy to make art, and on the summertime I would escape from the extreme heat on warmer climate to come here and enjoy Estonian summers. And for that, it would be nice if I had 2 studio rooms, one here and one somewhere where it's warmer and where are the wealthier art collectors around with different galleries we can start to cooperate with. It's still crazy to imagine that I will make art that will be shown on the galleries. Like, I want to do that. I really want to do that. But on the other hand, I'm not an artist with papers. I'm self-taught. I don't know how easy it would be to fulfill those dreams. We'll find out. We will find out. Welcome back. I don't know, is this YouTube messing with me? That someone is here sometimes watching and it doesn't, and once at one point it's back. Oh, how many views I have? So, oh, 15 views. It's nice, it's nice, it's nice. One thing that I'm lucky is that although we didn't have farm where I grew up, we were living in city. Quite populated, not heavily, just a small city. And we had a field about a kilometer away from our house, and we grew there our own potatoes. Like my stepfather, was a tractorist in forestry, and it was big enough field that we used tractors to plant. Well, not to plant. We planted potatoes by hand, but we picked up or used the machine to pick the potatoes later. That we had tractors, and although okay, I had the chance to see how food grows. Like we had potatoes, we had cabbages, carrots, and other stuff. I totally hated to weed, clean those from weed. You have to hand pick all the weeds out. But now after that, it was fun experience. And of course, at one point, we had I had some connection with the forestry. My dad wasn't happy that I didn't become a guy in the forest with a tractor. That for him it was not so good thing that I discovered this art making. But I guess it was like it was. I'm happy that I discovered art for myself, for this creativity. They were also old parents, like my aunt or my mother is still living. She is soon to be 85 years old. My stepfather passed away when he was 84 years old. And they had stories to tell, especially my father. He had a really bad experience with the war we had back then. Went through a horrific past on this wartime years as a kid. Lost his mother back then. And I got to know the history. Like, when I see their younger grandchild, I'm sure they missed so many stories and comprehend the past that stepfather lived in. But I had chance to listen to stories and get knowledge and set my perspectives by that. And of course, what I loved that I had a chance is I got some of my father's sense of humor. It was more like this black humor, sarcastic humor, straightforward. And something that time to time left people thinking, like, you didn't get the humor before you used your straight mind. But yeah, I feel myself really old in certain ways. Like maybe it's because I was growing in the family where my parents were old. But at the same time, I think there is still the younger side also. The crazy one that still has the opportunity to come out at one point. For this journey, I hope I will get used to talking in English, that I will get better somehow over time, that I feel more comfortable, and then the fun part can begin. The crazy. When I was teenager, I had like alter ego like person in me that came out to make silly things. Like, this is something I want to take with me on the journey also. But for that, I need to get used to the live streaming and be here in front of the cameras. I have never liked to be in front of the cameras. I'd rather be behind. I don't have even too many photos of myself. But you know, sometimes you have to make sacrifices or need, yeah. So to make your dreams come true. Well. Oh my god. I'm constantly flying away with this, out of the frame. But we are getting ready, closer. Step by step, we are getting closer to finish this work. I I don't know, was it good idea? Or, but for me, I chose to have a bicycle helmet on every image for the gray fox. So that after 20 years, 50 years, or after 100, 200, 500 years, if someone finds this, maybe he can understand what it was all about. Or at least there is something connected to my journey to be discovered. A little ASMR moment, maybe. So you would listen the engraving tool whistling? Again, I'm going out of frame. Hmm. Well. Let's use the white stone to make the half tones, then I will use the rubber pearl to give some shades, and then we'll get back to making the white lines. Well. Now I will clean this glass and I will clean this glass to make this shading. Dun, dun. And final step is coming now. We are bringing that all into life again. With crispy white edges. Did someone push the like button? Or the hearts? Yes, I saw it. We just a little more, just a little. So, are we ready finally? I think we are. And let's add our signature. And today is the 8th of January. And that's it. We have finished our last Estonian miniature engraving. It took some time. Oh, even before the midnight. Alright, 4 hours. No, 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. We are getting back to in pace. Now, if we only could make more than only one per day, that would be enough. Because if we do otherwise, then we have only 112 days and it would be only 2 weeks before. What the heck? Why is there okay, why is there crown next to my, okay, whatever. Yeah, we have finished 5. No. We have finished 6 miniature engravings for Estonia. And this one is the 6th. Number 6. Oh, I won't start to raise them. Okay. Maybe it is good idea to raise them back. So it was 6th. Where is? We have already lost it. No, it is here. 6th, 5th. 5th, 4th. Those 3 are all available. So we will have better, I mean, when there is perfect background, then it glows really well. Then there was 4th, no, it was 3rd. 3rd, the 2nd, and the beginning, the 1st. Whoa. And now we are ready to move on to Latvia next. I don't know how well we get those Latvian designs because I don't know much about Latvia except Salde Jumpsi, Alus, That's all I know. Wow. When I'm looking them right now, it is even better to see them all together. Then you comprehend the true story behind those. Yeah. But well, now I will leave you alone. I will try to drink and get my headache away. And yeah, we had a lot of 3 times more than yesterday, even more than 3 times views than yesterday we had. It's better. It's better. Oh. I don't know on what time I will be here tomorrow, or if I will be, because now I need to start to sell those 5, or I need to design next in line for Latvia. I mean, we could do this together, but it would be a lot of more fun if we had more viewers here to share the ideas with each other, what to take from Latvia and how to design them into Fox journey. So tomorrow might be kind of rest day when I won't make a live stream, so I won't be sure that I will be here tomorrow, but if I will, you will know. I mean, you will get the notification, I guess. Yeah. So let's wrap up. We finished Estonia. I talked a lot about myself. Yeah. What else? Nothing. Take care and rest, and have a nice night or day wherever you are. Fox is out.